Hi, it's Ray from IELTS Focus. So I want to go through a couple of things in this video about realistic expectations. So this is especially true with regards to the writing. So I often get emails, or I often get people who come through my correction service and they say, I've got a band 6 and I want to get a band 7. So after a few questions about their IELTS studies, I find out that they've been doing the exam many times, a few times anyway, and they always get stuck at a band 6 or a band 5.5 or quite a low score. And then of course I ask them when are they going to do the exam again, and they usually say next week, like next Saturday or next Friday or whatever. Now the thing is, if you're at a band 6 or a band 5.5 and you're expecting to jump a whole band score in the space of a week, then you're going to be very disappointed, because it doesn't really work like that. If you're at a low level, well, a lowish level of, like say, a band 6, then you most likely have problems with grammar and vocabulary and probably task response, coherence, cohesion, because there's 4 marking criteria for the writing section. So it's most likely grammar and vocabulary which is letting you down. So what you need to do is you need to find your weak areas first of all. So you need somebody to give you feedback. Could be a teacher in your area or somebody online who can give you good feedback on your writing and find out exactly where you're going wrong. So if it's grammar, it could be 2 or 3 things that you're doing wrong. Maybe you've got a problem with articles, which is like at and the, plurals. It could be your complex sentences are faulty, whatever it may be. And with regards to vocabulary, maybe you're using wrong word choices or wrong collocations. You could be using informal language or idioms. There could be issues with regards to the way you're just using the wording in a sentence that doesn't really make much sense. So you need somebody to kind of pinpoint what the problem is. And of course, another problem is that a lot of students are just memorizing lists of vocabulary, because there's so many IELTS websites out there that just say, learn this list of vocabulary and you'll get a band 9. Or some people make unrealistic promises and they say you can get a band 9 within a couple of weeks, and it doesn't work like that. So you need to focus on finding your weak areas so that you can then, which comes on to my next point, then set up some kind of schedule with a realistic time frame, a study schedule. So rather than thinking you can just do this in a week or a few days or whatever, you need to set aside a few months, or at least a few weeks anyway, and to have some kind of study schedule where you're working on your weak areas every day. So at least 1 hour a day on your weak points. And you need somebody giving you feedback on that. But you really do need to have realistic time frames. As I say, it could take months. It depends on your schedule. It depends on how hard you're going to work and how much effort you put into this. Now, there have been a few cases where I've had people who got to a band 7 after a week. For example, one guy, he had a band 9 in speaking and listening and reading, but he was stuck on a band 6.5 in his writing. And I found that there was certain things in his writing he needed to sort out. For example, he wasn't giving his opinion when he needed an opinion. He wasn't using specific examples in the essays, and so on. So he could easily, make adjustments to his essays, and he got a band 7 in the end. And I've had people who've been doing the exam 5-6 times. They're stuck on band 6. And in one case, I gave somebody advice to postpone their exam for a couple of months, and they said that it was impossible, they had to do it. And they went into the exam and they got a band 6 again, because they didn't give themselves enough time. They weren't realistic about their time frames. So it also goes for speaking. If you're stuck on a band 5 or 6 in speaking, then there's fundamental issues with your fluency or your pronunciation maybe, or some serious grammar issues that you need to get fixed basically. You need to have enough time to practice, and that could take, as I say, it could take months. It just really is down to your schedule. So the bottom line is you need to have a realistic time frame. You need to give yourself enough time for preparation, and you need to really find your weak areas so that you can pinpoint exactly what you need to study. So if you've got any questions or comments, then drop an email, but just leave some comments or questions below in the comment section below this video if you're watching on YouTube. And thanks for watching. Thanks a lot.